guys don't mind coming and saying a moment, and Mickey Jordan, the X Prize, and one of the coaches at Zerog. So by way of introduction, this is one of the most brilliant flights that's ever taken place. We have half the students are from International Space University, our 21st program incarnation here at Ames, and the first student body from Singularity University. And we got...
She's taking a picture of us. Good.
Everybody heard some great reports about myself too, but you want to say something? No.
You're about to have a lot of fun, and pay attention to what they tell you. Let the photographer take the photos, and it's Richard's being up. I've sort of just had this titillation of going on the flight and never having quite enough time floating around weightless, because then you have to come down again. Beyond that, I don't know what your class is being about, so I don't know what to say that's relevant. But whatever you do after the Singularity University, stay in touch with one another and enjoy the experience.
I'll also mention that both Esther and Richard, his brother and his dad, were our first 3 investors in Zerog, and Esther is one of our primary investors and really helping to invest and build this new industry.
Yeah, it's an industry that needs more competition, more transparency. One of the problems is there are too many companies that are owned by one rich guy, and you get a much better market when there's a lot of investors and there's transparency. People start to position themselves differently, and then you get a real ecosystem rather than just a few companies that don't have much to do with one another.
And something I'll add too is that having literally been and had an extended stay in microgravity this last October, after I flew a number of zero-G flights on this exact plane and a few in Russia, and since my flight to ISS, I've come back to fly a bunch more zero-G flights. So I can tell you with great authority that the experience you're going to have today really, truly is identical to the feeling of being in space. As you probably understand, the mathematics is already identical, but I can also just tell you that the physiological sensation you're going to have today is phenomenal. And so, of course, the 12 days of space was a truly amazing experience, but I'm just as excited to be coming back here and flying zero-G flights. So you're really going to have a truly pinnacle life experience today on your flight. So enjoy.
Great. They have to run over to Google Sci-Fu, but any quick questions for the team?
Or quick answers.
Or quick answers.
What's the coolest thing to do up there?
Wait, it's so hard because there's 4 completely different phases. I mean, the training alone is phenomenal. I mean, I told my crewmates,
I think she means in zero-G.
I know she does.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, you mean the zero-G flight or in space?
Well, I only have
They
the
want to know
zero
what she
job.
wants.
For today.
So sorry.
Right now was phenomenal.
No, but I'm saying, no, but actually, which was a part of the training I did in Russia. But no, in microgravity, long or short duration, I actually think there's, the one thing you want to really make sure you do is settle down and take it in. And don't get too caught up in worrying about what you're doing or what other people are doing around you. It's such a Zen-like experience, you really got to want to just be able to take it in. And when you get things like there'll be water on board or M&Ms and things of this nature, find objects to play with. Just float things in front of you and observe them and observe their behavior, and find ways to use your fingertips to propel you across this 3-dimensional air hockey table that you're now in the middle of. And you'll hear many times on the tapes what people will say about things like don't jump or use your leg muscles to move yourself across the space, because whatever velocity you push off with, you will strike the other surface with. And almost everyone I know, their first flight or two makes the mistake at least once of jumping and smacking their head onto the side. So be very gentle, very Zen-like through your first time through, and you'll really enjoy it.
Guys, thank you for stopping in.
Thank you.
And thank you for the support you've given us in Zero-G and Space Adventures and X Prize and all. So.
If I could just throw one more thing out there too, one of the things you guys are clearly already on the journey of that I can also say you will absolutely not regret is the journey of starting down through ISU and Singularity University. I too am one of the followers of Peter. who signed on, some years back to some of the visions that this guy's put out. But what I found is very interesting is that anytime you go look at the shaking and moving companies in aerospace and this new renaissance of civilian space capability, it is full of ISU graduates. And it really is, it's you all who are really going to absolutely define the future of humanity in space. So I'm very excited for you, not only in the coursework you're doing right now, but also to see how you're going to impact all of our ability to get back into space again, because I want to go again, so I need some of you to
And
help out.
I want to go cheaper.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, great guys.